Hey folks, and welcome to Truck King. Well, today we have a really exciting video because we are expanding the trail network here at the Ironwood Test Facility. Now right there, that's our 1975 International Track Loader. That thing has been a champion at helping us to clear that trail through the bush. And right now today is my very first time driving the trail, so I brought out my truck. This is Big Green, and we're gonna go try out our new trail, Uppercut, and see how it does. We'll get back to the off-roading in just a little bit, but for now, I want to show you our brand new trail because this thing really has been a labor of love. So first of all, on my right side, that's the left hook. So you can see there's the deep section down there. We came to the top of the hill and we went this way, and this is our brand new trail, Uppercut. So now when we get to the top of this hill, we can choose which way we're going to go, or we can come up Uppercut and go down the left hook. So there's more options than ever. Come with me, let's take a walk and check it out. So you enter the trail, there's a bit of a side hill, but this is truly the first obstacle. We're gonna go down this or up it, and you can see this is a limestone ridge that runs along our property. So once we got back here with the backhoe, and especially with the track loader, it exposed all of these loose rocks. And you can maybe notice from the camera, it's not straight down, we're on a bit of an angle, so it's gonna be interesting to see if we're sliding sort of left when we're going down this hill. Next up is the swamp. Yes, I know we're making a big mess out here. Well, our trail cutting methods are pretty crude because it's just been Dad and I for this whole trail. So I go ahead with the chainsaw, cut all the trees off at about 4 or 5 feet up, and then Dad comes with the track loader, and that's really the hero of this trail. It does most of the work, although yes, all we're really doing is shoving everything to the sides. So I know it looks a bit messy. But back to the trail, this has got to be one of the most exciting sections. This is the swamp. Right now it's dry. We're late in the fall, but in the spring, this whole area will be underwater. And what's been really cool, we've actually been discovering this ourselves. This stuff is clay, super sticky clay, which is the whole reason why this swamp exists, because there's a whole layer of clay under the dirt, and under that is limestone. So the water comes here and it has nowhere to go. And this is so exciting because unlike our other trails, which are kind of tight in the swamp, this is huge. Look how wide open it is. We're going to be able to really get some speed and put our foot into some trucks without worrying about smacking into the trees. So yes, the swamp should be pretty fun. Now let's keep going, and the forest gets real tight up here. Now, when we're out here cutting these trails, we're essentially looking for path of least resistance. So some of the bigger trees like this guy, we're leaving them alone, and that has resulted in one pretty tight section right through here. So you go from wide open swamp to nice tight little trail, gonna tell us more about the size of vehicles and the maneuverability, and then back into a slightly more open section. And I don't really know what to expect out of this in the springtime, whether this is all gonna be underwater or not, but safe to say, just by looking at the ground, this is gonna be a muddy mess real soon. And now let's go to the last section and out to the end. And through the final section here, flat ground, again a little bit tight right through here, back out to our main trail. And this trail is the main feeder up to the left hook. So now again, we get to choose. If we make the left right here, we'll go up to the top of the left hook, then we can come down it. We can go up the left hook hill and come down uppercut. So we're gonna have to really experiment to find our favorite ways of doing this thing. And yeah, there's my truck, Big Green. And that's what we're gonna go run on this brand new trail right now. Let's see how it does. I have to pause right now to thank the sponsor of this video, Quadlock. They make high quality mounts for your cell phone and other devices, and the mounts work just about anywhere. There's suction mounts, vent mounts for your cars, handlebar mounts for your bikes and ATVs, even mounts for runners that'll stick those things right on your arm. Now, we've actually tested one of these on the handlebars of a Honda ATV, and it worked excellent. But today, I'm out here in my 1985 Chevy K10, so I'm using the windshield mount. Simply stick it up to your windshield using the high quality suction cup. Take your phone. I've got the Quadlock case on my Google Pixel 6 and fit it right in there, and that mount is absolutely solid. In fact, you can see I was out off-roading with my truck today, bouncing around the trails, and my phone didn't move whatsoever. And I appreciate it even more in an old truck to bring my technology in here to be able to use things like Google Maps. So if you're looking for some really nice quality cell phone mounts for your vehicle or off-roader, make sure you check out Quadlock. Alrighty folks, and now the fun begins. So this is my very first time running uppercut in Big Green. And this might go without saying, but walking and cutting a trail is one thing, and then driving it's a totally different thing. It always feels really wide when you're cutting it, and then suddenly feels narrow when you're driving it. And case in point is right here. This is gonna be a tight corner. Now I knew this was gonna be a tight corner, but yeah, I'm gonna have to 3-point it here with Big Green. And you know what, we might come back and fine tune some of this stuff. If I don't want to be 3-pointing with a lot of trucks, 3-point turning, I might have to come and clear this out. Although, what a good test of maneuverability, because if a truck can make this corner, well then that means it's turning quite sharp. Now, the one nice thing about off-roading here in Big Green, it has a 4-speed manual. Technically it's a 3-speed though, because the first gear is a super low creeper gear. And that's all I'm using right now. I've got it in 4 high, and I'm using that creeper gear because I'm just going to creep through. Now, luckily today, it's not wet. So for this very first run, things should be pretty easy. But trust me, in the springtime, this is going to be a flippin' mud fest. Here's yet another tight corner. I think I can make this one. But it's just funny to me because when I'm cutting this with the chainsaw, man, I feel like it's massive. But come out here with the full-size truck and suddenly it doesn't feel so dang big. Now for those of you that don't know my truck, just a quick recap. 1985 Chevy K10. It's got a 4-inch lift, skyjacker suspension, and it's sitting on 35-inch Kumo mud terrain tires. And yeah, that's the real key out here. Mud terrains. Again, not everything's pretty dry today, so they're just walking right through it. Even a good set of all-terrains would probably be fine out here today. And then a big jig jog right here. Woohoo, that's tight. That's a tight spot, but I do like it. We're probably going to get rid of 1 or 2 of these tight spots, but we're going to keep at least 1 or 2 as well. As I said, it tests the size and the maneuverability of the truck. And now it opens up into this swamp section. So this is what I think I'm most excited for. This big, wide open, swampy section. And I know today it's not swampy, but trust me, after the snow melts in the spring, this thing is going to be a mess. But for once, we have a trail that just has so much space. I'm actually going to have multiple lines probably that I can take. Yeah, this is awesome. And in the mud, you know, I'm always a little scared around here to really put my foot into it because I'm going to slide into a tree. But out there, I really got some space to play with, which is cool. And then next is up the hills. First, we're going to start now by going over into 4 low because I want to creep up these hills as slowly as possible. So here we go, 4 low and in the creeper gear. And yeah, Big Green's old school, man. It's all about gearing, and this thing really can just creep. And so this is going to be really interesting when it's muddy because I got to swing around that tree, onto a side hill, and then back to the left, and then up these loose rocks. Yeah, when this is slippery, it's gonna be crazy. And it's pretty steep right here. This is the same hill we use on the left hook. We only really have one good hill on the entire property, and it's a long ridge. So when we cut the trail, we were very aware of that, so we made sure to use that ridge as much as we could. So just like the left hook, it's gonna be through a thick, swampy, soupy section, and then straight into those hills. And yeah, I might as well acknowledge now, I know Big Green's making it look super easy, but don't forget, I've got excellent clearance and massive tires here. In a lot of stock vehicles, this is gonna be tricky. And then yeah, here I am. I pop back out onto the left hook, and like I was saying earlier, now I have choices. I could swing a right and go down into the swamp section, out the back side of the trail. So yeah, I love that we've now just opened up more ways we can run different trucks. And over time, this trail will get more worked in. But yeah, there you go, folks. That was the official first run of Uppercut, the latest trail that you're gonna see here on Truck King. And now back the other way, folks. We're gonna run it in reverse, just for your viewing pleasure, so enjoy. Squeeze! Yes! Think skinny thoughts. So this is the final step in our trail building process. We got the old Ford tractor with the box scraper on it. So Dad's just trying to level this thing out, and not even level it out, but take a lot of the crap off of it, like the roots, the little sticks. So we're trying to fine tune. What you're gonna see today in the video is pretty rough, but we're gonna keep working on it too. So come springtime, it should be even cleaner and clearer than it is right now. But I think I just have to say it right now, thank God for equipment. Without the tractor, that old track loader, and our backhoe, none of this would be possible. So it's nice to have big toys. Well, folks, there is your introduction to Uppercut, our brand new off-road trail. And trust me when I say that we cut that there because it goes into one of the gnarliest swamps that we have here on the property. So it might have been dry today, but come the springtime, we're gonna be throwing some mud back there for sure. And it doesn't hurt either that Big Green is just so dang good off-road that it makes most trails look pretty easy. But yeah, that's it for this one. So why don't you drop in the comments? Let me know what you think of the new trail. Let me know what you'd like to see out of future trails. This is just one that we have planned, but Dad and I are always looking to expand. We have over 60 acres here, and only a small portion of it really is unlocked by trails. So we have so much more property that we can get to. So yeah, let me know what you would love to see. And then as always, while you're down below, don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, hit join to become a member of the Truck King channel, and then come right back here to see what we're testing next. See ya.